Yeah. So I'm Gotham Kerr from GoodData. I'm the Director of Customer Success. And I'm going to talk today real quick about scaling data analytics in the cloud. And I'm going to give you a rundown of GoodData and how we actually scale this in the cloud. So talk a little bit about, we'll start with kind of GoodData, who are we? I'll kind of then go to our platform architecture a little bit. We really want to spend the bulk of our time talking about the possibilities and how you can actually scale analytics in the cloud. And then lastly, just open up for questions and answers. So who's GoodData? GoodData is a company that is really building, we have a platform, it's a business analytics platform that we're hosting in the cloud. And it's really focused on the entire life cycle from kind of data management all the way through data governance, through data discovery for the end user. And we're obviously a fully hosted solution in the cloud. GoodData kind of made a pretty strong push to the cloud. We were early adopters on Amazon Web Services, actually. We were one of the handful of providers that started building out on Amazon early on. And we had a pretty strong case for the cloud. I think our biggest focus was really around time to value. We could deploy our platform very quickly, and that was something that was really important to our customers. We wanted analytics that are highly available and easy and fast to deploy. The second thing was just really around making sure that the operations of the actual platform are completely invisible and abstracted away from our end users. We want to make sure that the services, when available to end users, and all the operations within the platform are completely, the end user are completely unaware of that. The third was really selfish, I think, for GoodData, which is really we want to make sure there's a single code base for us to manage and upgrade. So again, with on-prem solutions, you always have to patch, run patches across the different data centers, at your different client locations, etc. This allows us to maintain a single code base and upgrade frequently and often. The other piece here is just automatic and instant account provisioning. So again, there's nothing to do from a customer perspective. We have a series of APIs that allow you to instantly provision accounts and get access to the platform. So again, pretty frictionless when you actually get on the platform. This is a big one. The next point here is really important for us is innovation frequency. This allows us to manage release cycles very quickly. So today we do about one major release a month. We do anywhere between 12 and 16 point releases a month. And so we're really able to push bug fixes, able to push new features in a fairly quick fashion. And this point here around security is obviously very important to us as well. We're able to update security very quickly. From us, when we saw the Heartbleed bug present itself, we were able to patch that in a day across all of our data warehouse and our entire platform. And so today, because we're in the cloud, we can integrate easy with other cloud data sources. So today we have integration with about 50 other cloud-based data sources, things like Salesforce, Marketo, etc., Google Analytics, things of that nature. And everything we do is very API driven. And so as things change on that side, on our side, or the cloud provider side, we can quickly deploy those changes, again, across our entire customer base. And finally, we have a single and central flopping point for all data, customers, analysis, innovation, etc. So it really is the landing place for our customers, our developers, analysis, automation, etc. So I guess what makes us a scalable platform? Again, I think being 100% hosted really allows us to be incredibly fast in responding to the market changes, deploying new technologies. It's an end-to-end solution, which again, it allows us to manage the full data lifecycle from governance all the way to data discovery. We have a very open API architecture, which I think is really important. Allows developers to build on our platform, but also allows our engineering team to continue to extend the features and functionality, new APIs, extension of those APIs. In terms of embedded analytics, this is again another place where we get scale. Is a lot of our partners out there in the market are allowed to build their own products, embed them into their existing product, all on our platform, and it's very easy to use. And then obviously we're built on the best available technology. We stitch all of those technologies together for the full life cycle, from the database side, all the way through what we do on the logging side with Splunk, to the end user. The things that we're building today are SDKs for visualization. So what does scale look like? For us, scale looks pretty big. Today we have about 500 billion rows of data under management. We have over 99% 95% uptime SLAs, so highly available web application, available on a mobile device as well. I think this number is really important, 85% adoption. Typically we see most BI tools hover in the 30 to 40% range in terms of adoption. We're about 2x that adoption rate. And this is a really important one too. It's the number of data integrations that we're running per week. About 1 million data integrations per week on the platform. So what does our platform look like? How is it built? So we are a full end-to-end BI stack. Well, what does that mean? It means we have the architecture that's the infrastructure to support data ingestion at large volumes, data processing at large volumes, data marting. So for various use cases and analytics, we have data marts of different types that we can deploy. And ultimately, we have visualization layers that allow you to build really rich analytics in a WYSIWYG fashion. If you've ever built a PowerPoint slide, you can build a dashboard that reports to good data. And the other piece of this is that the architecture itself is open, so we can hook into external data sources fairly easily using APIs, using various database connectors. We kind of built an entire layer around our platform called our computing fabric, which allows us to, a series of abstraction layers allows us to process the data, allows us to analyze our data, and then present the data out to the So as I've been talking a lot about data governance and data discovery. This is kind of the life cycle as we look at our platform. Our platform allows you to collect data, it allows you to store data, it allows you to combine data using business logic. It allows you then to analyze the data from an analytics engine. Ultimately allows your end users to come in and access a highly available web application in a kind of rich web experience. And so as we look at this life cycle, what this allows our customers to do is scale very quickly for any number of use cases. So you can start, some of our customers get started with us with a sales analytics use case, and all of a sudden now the head of marketing is using it. They build a new use case. It's built on all the same architecture, highly extensible, highly available, and can scale very quickly. So I've been talking a little bit about data governance. What does data governance mean from GoodData's perspective? I think this is where a lot of folks in our development community really love GoodData. Is you have a single point to kind of manage all of your data sets, and this really allows you to maintain control, but also reduces some of the complexity that we know exists in business intelligence, data preparation, data ingestion, data processing. So again, these three layers allow you to really reduce your complexity and maintain whatever data controls that might be necessary. So things like different user permissions, different access levels for different users, all that can be staged here in this environment. Which then allows your business users to really focus on business requirements, right? So this is really about front-end user agility. It's really about our UIs. Data discovery allows you to set up these reports and dashboards very quickly. It allows you to be your self-service very quickly, and ultimately, it really helps your team focus on data analysis instead of data preparation. So again, folks really focus on insights as opposed to I need to prep data and spend more time getting the data. So how does this all kind of come together? What do your users see, and what does the platform provide you with? So what users see is they see a beautiful dashboard, a highly available web application. What allows you to sleep well at night is we handle the infrastructure, we handle the platform services, the operation, which then allows you as the consumer to really focus on the buyer requirements, right? What kind of user experience do you want? What are the reporting requirements? What new reports do people want to create? All of that can really be the focus of your time as opposed to stitching together a BI solution. So what does this look like deployed, right? What have other partners of ours done? How do they scale their analytics solutions on our platform? It's pretty varied. There's a breadth of industries and use cases that we support. And it starts in the travel and leisure business. It goes and runs across all the way through the manufacturing business. And so we see a lot of different use cases. There's a lot of different ways people scale this. One such example is in the travel and leisure business. Switchfly is a company that provides a platform for folks to really run promotions, travel promotions such as airfare and hotel bundles, or hotel, car bundles, things like that. What they were looking to do was to surface insights to their largest airline carriers in terms of the effectiveness of those campaigns. And so again, they were able to put a solution in place in about 90 days, deploy this across all of their major airline carriers. And they were able to take their first beta product in 48 hours to their end users for further testing and development. We have other partners out there that really scale in a different way. We have ad agency partners and other agency partners, like consulting firms, etc., that are building whole new business lines on our platform. So this agency, particular agency partner, is deploying 4 analytics products in a matter of months. They're scaling this to build a $10 million practice with these 4 products on our platform. So again, when we talk about scalability, this is again the power of the GoodData platform, all the tools that are available to you. And what's great about our program here, our partner program, is really that there's so many different paths of success. So we've seen so many different ways people actually deploy this. We have a very simple, give me analytics on my product. I get instant dashboards, like some of our customer like Shopify, all the way to, as I mentioned, these ad agencies, media agencies who build fully owned products on our platform, priced differently, scale differently. So there's a lot of opportunity here to build a product, deploy it, scale it, and do that very quickly. So what does GoodData offer you from a Powered by GoodData perspective? What do you get? It's really the ability to provide custom dashboarding and reporting out of the box. You're able to really define those dashboard experiences. You can build reports on the fly. You can have key KPIs out of the box. You can go very deep into the data. We have the ability to drill through so people can really play and discover the insights. You can compare across time. You can benchmark data. You can also bring in third-party data sources. I think this is a big differentiator for us. We have integrations with sources like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other sort of cloud-based services. And lastly, we're a highly secure platform. Data is encrypted. We guarantee that your data is protected. So who are our customers? We have, like I mentioned before, a gamut of customers across industry that use us in a variety of different ways. And today, through both our direct-to-enterprise go-to-market as well as our Powered by partners, we reach about 40,000 customers. Just a snapshot of some of the customers that are part of our that do use our platform and do this scale our analytics. So that's really all I have. I'll have to open up for questions if there are questions in the audience. That really is it. Questions? Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.